Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will put total weather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Crosses to 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. Pass to 40. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And bakes the grab on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Who says on the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They're facing a third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Let's go! Let's go! They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. From the gun. Pocket breaking down. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a fourth down sack stops this drive cold.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Right back to the well. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Final play of the quarter coming. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Oh, better look out. Here he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play of the period, first down here. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Pitt. And once Once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Golden. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Edwards. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Offense changing the play. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Try to get it to the edge. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on a quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those.
Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
On the snap, it's Pringle. Running to Green. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
South Carolina, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Finds some fresh air. Powers through the defender. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Snap to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the returner will be brought down.
At the 39, and the Pittsburgh offense will take over 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Smith wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He makes the catch. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. That one comes out hot down the right side.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Looking for a crease. It's Golden. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smith dropping the pass. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Golden. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Grove. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Lets it fly. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Smith wants to throw. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Zings it complete to the right. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really
picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Handoff to the single back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
It's complete to the right. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Snagged out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Touchdown, Gamecock. A great catch and run for 6.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that was a And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Edwards. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Going for the big play. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Van Buren. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Finding an escape route. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Finding open areas. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Stumbled to the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Pringle. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And the Panthers have this offense rolling. They want that clock to run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Wants to adjust the pattern. Direct snap. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
Third down coming up.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And some room to work. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to do great right here to end the game.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Smith wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
South Carolina, 28.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Direct snap. Creates a little room. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.